The United States is bracing for the arrival of so-called super pigs, which would have a disastrous impact on our agriculture and would also contribute to the spread of illnesses. Now, super pigs are different from wild pigs. Let's understand what wild pigs are before we then transition over to the disaster that is otherwise known as super pigs. So it's important to note that in the United States, pigs are not native, right? Pigs were brought here and they're actually pretty invasive, especially when it comes to agriculture and other ramifications. So let's get to those details. Apparently, wild pigs are incredibly intelligent. They're highly elusive. And also, when there's any pressure on them, especially if people start hunting them, they become almost completely nocturnal and they become very elusive, hiding in heavy forest cover, and they disappear into wetlands and they can be very hard to locate.
Good for them.
No, but they're super smart, right? Regular pigs, like regular wild pigs, super smart.
Yeah.
But the super pigs are even smarter and even more adaptive to their environment.
Here they come.
No, it's insane.
Planet of the super pigs coming up.
Okay, so researchers are particularly troubled by the emergence of a super pig created by farmers crossbreeding wild boar and domestic pigs in the 1980s.
Oops.
The result was a larger swine, which produced more meat and was easier for people to shoot in Canadian hunting reserves. See, that's the thing. They did this in Canada. For once, it's Canada's fault. Okay.
We blamed them for so many things that weren't true, but this time we got them.
Got them, yes. Okay, so they did this, they did the breeding, the crossbreeding for bigger swine, for more meat, right? But they basically engineered these super pigs that are smarter than us in some ways, and they hide in the snow, kind of. So let me explain how this happens, okay? So the pigs escaped captivity, right? Everyone thought, like the people who were involved in the crossbreeding in Canada were like, don't worry about it, it's not like they're gonna get away.
Of course they are.
They're not gonna get away. We have them captive, it's gonna be fine, we're eating them, you know? No, they got away. They left captivity, okay? And they're gigantic, right? They're bigger than regular wild pigs. For instance, some of them can grow up to 660 pounds.
That's a lot of bacon.
So it's a lot, it's very heavy, okay? And their large size makes it impossible, their large size makes it possible to survive extremely cold weather. Because that was the other thought. Okay, we have these super pigs, but we're holding them captive, we have nothing to worry about. But should they escape, we also have nothing to worry about because they won't survive in the cold temperatures.
Oops.
Except they do. They do. Okay, so here's what ended up happening. All the experts said at the time, well, no worries. If a wild pig or wild boar ever escaped from a farm, there's no way it would survive a Western Canadian winter. It would just freeze to death. Well, it turns out that being big is a huge advantage to surviving in the cold. The pigs survive extreme weather by tunneling up to 2 meters under snow, and they create like a snow cave. Okay, so according to Ryan Brook, who's the head of the Wild Pig Project at the University of Saskatchewan, they'll use their razor sharp tusks to cut down cattails, which is a native plant, and line the bottom of the cave with cattails as a nice warm insulating layer. They're making themselves a nice little home. They're nesting, okay? And in fact, they're so warm inside that one of the ways we used to find these pigs is to fly first thing in the morning when it's really cold, colder than -30, and you will actually see steam just pouring out to the top of the snow. Crazy.
Okay, so look, humans mess with evolution all the time, right? That's how we got dogs. Dogs used to be wolves, and we just bred until we got these compliant little animals that love to chase us around.
It's the best thing humans have ever done.
Okay, we did it with bananas. We do it with a lot of different things, okay? We mess with evolution. So on the pigs, the problem is they're really smart to begin with. And then you make them really smart and really large, okay? And all of a sudden they're out and we can't get them back in, okay? And then it creates another host of problems. But I'll tell you what, guys. So when I was a kid, with this propaganda that, oh no, don't worry, animals and humans, look, we still have it, obviously, overwhelmingly so. Animals and humans are wildly different. And so humans feel emotions, etc. Animals feel nothing. Let's butcher them and eat them, okay?
Wrong.
Totally wrong. Of course they feel things. Of course they have a lot of the similar stuff that we do. But yeah, our brains are a little bit more developed. But a lot of brains in the animal kingdom are very developed.
Yes.
Chimpanzees and bonobos have 99% of our DNA and act incredibly similar to us, right? My favorite story that I love to tell is chimpanzees go on 2-week vacations. They go into the woods with their partner and come back. Okay.
Is it mandatory paid?
No. But
they'll probably get it before we do.
Well, the pack, the tribe, takes care of the babies in it together for chimpanzees. So, anyways, yeah, of course they've got willpower. They're alive and they're pretty smart and they're gonna figure things out. Can they use tools? Yes, many animals can use tools like we do. We're not some celestial body like, oh, humans are so different. No, we're just another animal, a little bit more advanced. So, but when we create these super advanced animals, we're really messing with nature in a big way.
Definitely.
And this is the beginning of that blowback.
When I was in Hawaii, I remember one of the sightseeing things that we did. We went to the area where Jurassic Park is filmed.
Yeah.
And there's a little hike that we did, and the tour guide was telling us about there's this invasive plant, and if you guys see it, it bears fruit and you can eat the fruit, please pick it. We're trying to, control this invasive plant. It's the strawberry guava and it is delightful. I ate the crap out of the strawberry guava, right? If we're gonna have invasive species, can we just have that?
Yeah, well look, I'm sure these pigs are delicious too. Remember we bred them for profit.
Harder to pick and eat, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And also they're really smart, so it makes me feel a little bad.
Be careful, don't mess with them. Okay?
No, don't.
Like a boar will mess you up, and these are beyond boars. Okay, but wait till we get to super babies, but go ahead.
Oh, super babies. Oh, the only other thing I was gonna say is, a lot of religious text, religious doctrine says no when it comes to pork. Don't eat the pork, right? God will kill you if you eat the pork.
Right.
Except it's not God, it's the diseases that they tend to carry.
Of course.
Yeah, no, so I didn't know this. A pig is a mixing vessel capable of carrying viruses such as flu, which are transmittable to humans, obviously. Pigs have the potential to create a novel influenza virus, which could spread to humankind.
Look, whether it's these particular super pigs or another animal, will it spread to humankind? Of course, okay?
Yeah.
So we keep picking at nature, and at some point nature's gonna pick back, and it's already doing it. So we bred these pigs for profit because we're gonna, obviously use them for food and etc. Another thing we did for profit was we dug into the ground and found this gas and this black liquid, and we put it into our cars, and it runs most of the things that we use today. And then we thought, greed, and we got more and more, and we drilled and drilled. And at some point, nature's gonna go and be done with us, okay? But we might be done with ourselves before we even get there. So let me give you just a quick parade of horribles here, okay?
Thank God. Thank God.
So are we going to recreate dinosaurs like in Jurassic Park that you mentioned? I'd be really surprised if we couldn't.
But why? Why would we want to do that?
Because we can't help ourselves. If we can do something, we do it. Whether it makes sense or it doesn't, it's a good idea or it's a bad idea. So, but wait, hold on. If we can recreate dead things by using their DNA, which I think we almost certainly will be able to in the future, couldn't we recreate dead people?
Not really.
No.
Because what is a person, right?
So yes and no, that is right, okay? So for example, Walt Disney, Elon Musk, all these guys, Peter Thiel, they're all obsessed with, I don't want to die, I'm so rich, I don't want to die. Okay, I know you. And so they want to freeze themselves, they want to get a Neuralink, they want to do all these things. No, dude, it's just called DNA. Just leave your DNA behind, which you certainly will, right?
I mean, I heard Elon Musk has done that with multiple people.
Well, that's true too. But you could just leave your DNA behind, and later we'll be able to clone you.
Yeah,
but to Anna's point, That's not gonna be the same person, because a lot of what you are is your environment, your circumstance, right? What I call your software rather than your hardware. But your hardware will be the same. And so you could have hundreds of Elon Musks or thousands, right? And okay, now wait, hold on, that's Elon Musk, and a lot of you are already like worried, right? But don't worry, you could match 1,000 Elon Musk with 1,000 Cenks. Okay, so I mean, this is gonna get crazy. And if you think we're not gonna do it, you don't understand humanity. We're definitely gonna do it. Okay, but I haven't even gotten to the super babies. Those are the folks that are gonna extinct us. Okay, so we can manipulate DNA in the uterus. Are we gonna manipulate DNA to make babies stronger and smarter? 100%, 200% likelihood, okay? I was reading recently about John von Neumann, and I don't have to tell you who John von Neumann is.
No, not at all, we all know. Yeah.
I'm kidding around. He's obscure in the rest of the world, but among mathematicians, he's a legend. He was maybe the smartest person who ever lived, okay? And his mind is unbelievable. He's at like the most advanced mathematics course in the world at the time, and they say, oh, here's this theorem, but nobody's ever proved it. 5 minutes later, he goes to the board as a student and proves the theorem. Okay, so this guy is unreal how smart he can remember anything he read for the rest of his life.
Okay, we get it, genius.
Okay, my point is, there'll be a lot of those guys.
So we need them, Cenk.
Okay.
I don't know if you realize it, we're lacking.
No, but Anna, what's gonna happen next is, they're going to start doing things and they're going to take control, right? Okay. We're gonna get the current Homo sapiens.
We might be powerless?
Yes.
Oh my God, I wonder what that's like.
Okay, I know. Okay, that's funny, but what's gonna happen next is we're gonna get pissed because that's what humans do. And then we're gonna fight them and then we're gonna lose, okay? And this form of Homo sapiens will probably get wiped off the earth, and a much smarter, God help us, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, set of a new species in a sense will emerge. So you have that to look forward to.
Listen, if you're in America, you're probably gonna live on average to about 79, okay? Just enjoy the time you've got here.
Bingo.
And hopefully this all happens when you're gone. That's what I'm banking on.
Yeah, probably will happen when you're gone. It might start towards the latter half, okay? But it doesn't matter, guys. Whether the super pigs are gonna get us or the dinosaurs or the Elon Musk army of clones, it doesn't matter, okay? What matters is enjoying today before all the terrible things happen, okay? Terrible things are already happening. Whatever moments of joy you have, hang on to them. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.